When the well is dry, we will all know the worth of water. Benjamin Franklin. Have we ever stopped to think how much water is trapped in plastic water bottles? How often do we take for granted something that our modern lives have taken as such a convenience? Most of us don't give any thought to picking up a water bottle at the convenience store, or even buying it by the case and keeping it in our homes and taking them with us as we go about our day. How often do you throw a water bottle out when it's half full, a quarter full, sometimes even completely full because you've left it in the car and now it's hot? We've all been warned about the dangers of hot water bottles and what the chemicals can do to them, and I know I'm guilty just as much as anyone else in throwing away a full water bottle, never giving any thought to that water being trapped and not able to make its way back into our environment. According to the U.S. Coast Guard School of Water, they say that the process of the water cycle is when water is evaporated through our lakes, rivers, streams, oceans. It's turned into water vapor and rises into the atmosphere. There it cools, condenses through condensation, and forms clouds. Those clouds then become, as they become fuller, then rain starts and the water pools and the cycle continues. So if you have a water bottle that is full, empty, what you perceive as empty, and that water is trapped, it's not able to make its way back to our ecosystem, back into the environment. The US alone throws away about 22 billion bottles of water a year. 22 billion plastic bottles. Let's just assume everyone was doing their part and they were empty. But what if they only contained one drop of water? That drop of water accumulates. For those 22 billion bottles of water, one drop of water would equal around 36 million ounces. One 12-ounce bottle has 72,000 drops of water in it. So taking into consideration that, that's a lot of water wasted. A lot of water trapped that isn't able to rise back into the atmosphere and back into our environment. Dr. Ann Sphere, a PhD, says that there is a way to help, and that way is by using reusable containers. We can use the containers, and there's several benefits of doing so. One, you can purchase a container that is BPA free. This will prevent you from having the harmful chemicals that most water bottles are made of back into your body. It's a cheaper solution to buying and purchasing water bottles. You can also just pour out the unused portions of your water bottle. You can pour out the water or just unlid your bottle at any time before you throw it away, and that water is then able to rise into the atmosphere and do what it's supposed to do with our environment. After learning the amount of water that's trapped in plastic bottles, I think we can all agree that doing our part to help is very necessary to our environment. By doing just a few simple things like pouring out the unused water in our water bottles or not leaving the lid on as we dispose of that bottle, we can make a big impact on our environment. Using a reusable container can also help with this. I think it's worth it for us all to use just a little bit of common sense and a little bit of thought process in our environmental crisis.